Good morning, everybody. Hello, Jeff Metzger. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Just chilling. What's on
No,
your
I forgoed what's the past tense of forego?
what? I didn't
I
even have
gave
my
up,
lights on.
I gave up the introduction today. I just decided to
You're
just,
just you're
just
here.
decided
You're now. You're wow. Charlie, Jeff. What's the hat going on there? I need to show you. I was gonna show it last night on Displaced and Share, but it's downstairs, and I have something else. Look, t-shirts are in.
Oh, Mazel Tov.
I have 3 different kinds. I think you'll like them. Hold on. But yesterday I got in the mail, I received a GQ magazine with Steph on the cover.
With stuff?
Steph Curry.
Oh, with Steph.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
imagine that.
On the cover of
How did
GQ.
he rate? What was his poll?
I didn't read it yet because I was gonna it's over there by my bed. um he looks okay, but he looks so much better so many other times, so I just kind of let it go. You know.
That would not be the scale upon which I measure my appreciation for Steph Curry.
Oh, but I mean, he's on the cover of GQ.
I'm saying, so what? For me, I only care about is he out of that friggin' shooting slump he's been in for a month.
I know.
Which according based on the last game, he might be.
Everybody has their
Mm,
their moment
yeah,
of not.
but I'm my focus is on that, not on the quality of
On how he looks in a suit.
Yeah.
I understand. Do you know that we have 45 mutual friends?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least.
I was trying to share the show. Shared. You can share. I think. No, I don't want it there. I want it. I think you can share the show. I know you can. You could share the show to links to different groups, Grateful Dead groups, all kinds of groups, warrior groups.
Well, we have to be a little more focused and disciplined than
Focused and disciplined. Oh my goodness.
to keep the attention of a specific demographic.
Which demographic? What if you were to?
Whatever
Would you
one
want
it
to be
is,
on a sports
we
show?
have to talk exclusively about that. That is kind of our what do we call it? The rambling style that we come up with here. The what's the other word for rambling? Free form. Our
Freestyle. We're
our
freestyle.
free form style.
It's true. Here, let me show you these shirts. They come in black.
I'll share this though, but let's see what I'll just share. Hey, that's cool.
And there's a less. I mean, I know you would probably want. I took it off. Did I put this one? Oh, this is kind of a cool one.
I think I'll probably black is likely.
Black. This is kind of fun. I tried this one on last night.
Oh, there you go. That would get a few questions. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is Jenna?
Well, that's why they got to know so they can come hang out with us on the show. And what's cool about the shirts is it's in the fabric, like it's seamless, so it's soft. It's
Cool.
a magnet on your shirt.
It's a magnet. Good.
Kind of.
Hope you become a platinum seller, whatever.
What's that?
Hope you become a platinum seller.
Of t-shirts?
T-shirts, CDs, whatever you're hawking.
I'm hawking it. How many do you want? I'm hawking the shirt.
How many do I want? Well, how many do I need?
Are you a medium or a large?
Medium.
Yeah.
I like them, you know, because
To show
I'm
off your muscular
yeah,
physique.
because I'm so svelte, you know, I'm just like such a specimen. I go for the tight fit.
You must wear it. And where are you going next? I know
Well,
you're going to New York.
but where I was going next got canceled this week.
Which one was that? Not Africa.
Washington D.C.
They canceled?
It's all done until October. Postponed to first week in October.
Okay, that's a nice time to go.
I have to cut it. We have to cut our Laguna trip short by 2 days. I have to adjust the 2 days because it's the.
Oh, the Laguna, the staycation in Laguna.
But it's at the very end of the. It's actually going to be fine because I just have to adjust it by a day or two.
So
But
when did they? That's news. Do tell.
This week it was a couple days ago. Boom. Well, we had heard about it. I mean, it was those in the know had gotten wind of it, even though I was being a skeptic. Probably I was being a skeptic because I didn't want this thing to be canceled. So even though, you know, my head told me that what I was hearing was true, my heart was saying, well, then they haven't announced it, so maybe they changed his mind.
Bob doesn't want to get sick.
But his attitude towards this was different than his attitude towards the cancellation of Fitz, because everything we heard from there was he was gung ho, one of the last ones to want to give it up. So we you know the inside info, maybe you can discuss this with Gary, was that this time though we don't know who was really driving the ultimate decision.
Oh,
I mean, I know what they say. I know what they publicly said, and we want everybody to be safer and, you know, all the right things. But in terms of, because there's a lot of shows still going on now. I mean, probably still going on, but there's a lot
of shows are going on.
And he hasn't canceled his tour that starts the following 2 weeks later. So why would he be doing a 6 week or 5 or 6 week indoor tour and then just cancel this? So then question became, was it all about COVID, or was it because he didn't have sufficient time now to be able to rehearse with the orchestra, or, you know, any number of things, you know, but whatever it is, these shows are off and his tour is on. So
strange. There's something else about it.
There's some questions that, I mean, it's, you know what, yeah, it's 4 shows, and, you know, but at least
they were doing 4 nights.
At least they gave us plenty of notice, unlike what Adele did yesterday or the day before. Holy friggin' moly.
Who?
Adele cancels 26 hours before the show goes on. These shows in Las Vegas.
Oh.
She pulls the plug, and there's people flying from all over the world to see her. They're already in Vegas, and, you know, so at this way, and then, you know, it also goes really to show too, and I don't think this changes anytime in the near future, is if you're going to plan travel, you better make sure you've got refunds or travel insurance or whatever, because we're still in an age in which, you know, travel could be yanked out.
Well, there were 8,000 flights that were canceled yesterday because of this upcoming storm, Bombo Genesis.
But that can happen.
No, I know, but on top of other stuff that cancels.
True. So I mean, just the way events get, you know, the plug. And Adele cited also the supply chain. It wasn't, you know, the supply chain is prevented, whatever they need and isn't coming. So you start to think it's not just exclusively the issue of what's the current, you know, transmission rate, but, you know, there's other levels down the road that impact whether the show can go and must go on. So
true.
But so that's shown. So but, you know, the flight, I mean, my flight wasn't an expensive flight because I bought it way back when. Although the airfare, the weekend that now he's done it is a holiday weekend. What do we call it? It's not Indigenous Day weekend. So, of course, airfare is always more expensive on
Indigenous Day.
On holiday, any holiday weekend, you know. I mean,
no, I just like saying it.
Right, Indigenous Day. So I won't use the other one. So in a Delta, let's see, now you have up until the end of 2023 to use up the credit, apply it to something else. So that's no big deal.
Really?
No change fees, use it to 2023. And then, so I've tentatively looked at some flights for October. And if you buy on American, the route, the fares that I looked at, I was looking at one-way fares for $10 extra, only $10 extra, it's fully refundable, not just no change fees. So I don't know if that's
onto your card, not that it's going to be
yeah, so I'd
wallet.
recommend is you check out American Airlines first because so a lot of those fares, the fully refundable option is not very expensive. I've seen a couple of routes in which it's a little more expensive, and it kind of takes away the incentive to do it. But $10 extra on a $200 fare is a no-brainer.
Deal.
A no-brainer. So anyway,
$10. Spotify's supply chain is having problems too.
yeah. So I'm letting the dust settle on that one before I kind of decide what to do about it.
Well, as a musician that doesn't get a single penny from Spotify, it's a challenge for me because it's a way to keep my music out there. Even though I'm not making anything from it, somebody can hear something that Matt Rawlings and I did that would never hear it anywhere else unless I introduced them to it. But I never put any of our stuff on Spotify. Rolf put our stuff, or CD Baby put our stuff on Spotify, and then Jeremy got Jenna and the Charmers, and then Cookie did the rest. So whatever Cookie decides to do, I'll probably go that way.
The question becomes, okay, so what's the alternative? What are the alternatives? And the next thing you know on the alternative.
Right, CD. CDs are coming back, guys. They're coming back. They're making a big comeback.
And we do, but I mean, let's face it. The supply is. I mean, you're on these streaming platforms. I mean, you have access. It would take you spending all your time and all your money to be able to buy all the CDs with the access. So certainly you should buy CDs, but if you don't use Spotify, which are you going to use? And who's and then the next thing is, Donald Trump Jr. shows up on one of these things next week, and so I mean, you'll chase it, and all of a sudden you'll be chasing your tail.
Back to a nice house concert in your home, very comfortable in your 11:11 with Jenna t-shirt.
There you go.
Can you imagine? Everyone's just chilling in their t-shirts, listening to Jenna perform in the living room.
Come this summer, and you do all the outdoor. You can do that.
Maybe. So far, the only gig I really have is Jazz at Lincoln Center. Pow! May 24th.
Can't you find a couple other gigs to do something there while you're there?
Can't play in New York proper, probably in Philly, but I have to save one night for Red Farm. But I also am working on Jazz Fest, Gem Fest at Jazz Fest.
There you go.
Yeah, Rich. Cashew's going to be there. Come on, bring Cashew to New York. But Jazz Fest is 90% most likely going to happen.
They're not, I think they're going to move heaven and earth not to have to cancel this time.
No, I mean, my Gem.
I know, but I'm saying the whole thing. Well, if the whole thing gets canceled, you don't get to go. So I'm saying, I think this year it's.
Oh, yeah, they're going to do it.
It would be. They're going to have to figure out a way to make it work.
No, Carla, New York on May 24th. You and Paul.
So what's your plan to be in New Orleans for both weekends or just one?
I would love to be there for both weekends. Rolf can only be there for one weekend.
Which one?
The first weekend. So second weekend, I would either do it with someone else or I would go to the my friend Lauren, hi Mama Grace, that my friend Lauren who comes on the show, there's another festival outside of New Orleans that I'd really like to go to. And the Slow Streets where Michael Peltz lives, where we did the concerts, the Peltz Porch Productions, that was a slow street, meaning cars didn't really go down it very much and people were free to walk in the streets. They're shutting those down, which I don't think they should. I think that was a boon for that area. But and I have nothing else booked because nobody else is booking anything yet. And the stuff that people are booking, the philosophy that what I've run across recently is, well, we're probably going to have music, or we're having music and we're paying $50 for 3 hours. Oh yeah, or $100 for 3 hours, or $150 for 3 hours, which means 5 hours because an hour to get there, whatever, time packing up.
What are they saying? Just get the rest in tips and stuff, and just you're on your own?
Yeah, because they're just like, well, and there are people that do it for free. That's the thing. Oh, you know what? I want to play so bad, I'll just do it for free. I can't do that anymore. Hey, Rolf, do you want to fly to Madison and do a show for free or for tips and sleep on Kelly's couch? There was a time. Now, not happening. How many t-shirts do you want?
We'll talk.
So it's an interesting. Rolf has a couple of shows happening, which I'm super happy for, but a lot of people I know, and they're still canceling too, or just not booking yet. Fusion hasn't booked anything. And I'm kind of.
Who?
Fusion, Carl and Tim, who are on the show, regulars on the show. Have you seen Fusion?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
March 24th, put it on your book. Where are you going to be?
We'll be back from Northern California. We'll be home.
Okay. When are you going? Where are you going? What's happening? I don't know this story.
We haven't finalized, but it looks like we're going to go to Paso Robles. Keith and Gazella will be there for a bit. And some other friends of ours that moved to the Monterey area, which we haven't seen their house. We'll do the two. Just do a few days.
Love Paso. I love it there.
So it looks like we'll go do that.
Well, if you have any time to go have a nice meal or a takeout meal to the beach, my friend called Mezzo Italiano, my friend Victoria has a lovely little restaurant in Cambria.
In Cambria?
Unless you say Cambria.
I always say Cambria.
I say Cambria. Did you know Arachnophobia was shot in Cambria?
I did not know that.
Did you know there was a movie called Arachnophobia?
I seem to recall that. It would not be something that would be on my list, though.
That was Cambria. Unless you say Cambria.
Cambria. No, I said Cambria. Cambria.
Cambria.
I think
great dog park there, by the way. Awesome dog park, and they drink wine.
One of the places we're going wants us to bring the dog, the other one doesn't, and I just think it'll be easier to keep Layla with Allie and Joey. So we'll probably just cruise up there and put out the dog. So just run around, go to wine tastings, and just not have to be. So that's probably what we'll do.
Understood. Yeah, Rich. Well, we're glad. Rich says he works in events, and this quarter is essentially canceled for him as well. That's why he's spending so much time with us. Thank you. Everyone expects us to play for free now. Yeah, really, right? Well, we were closed for 3 months, and we're like, yeah, we were closed for 2 years. Well, not quite 2 years yet, but it will be. February 28th was the last time I was on stage with Rolf and then did stuff outside. People are like, oh, but you can do stuff outside. Okay. And whose driveway next?
Right. It's.
How about those Warriors? I'm going to do this every show now, you guys, just so you know.
You've got
My
a
mom
window.
and I were talking
You've
about
got
you
a
last
window to
night.
do it. You've got a window to do it, but then it's going to shut.
What's that?
That you have a window to do that, but it's going to close at some point soon. I
How soon?
don't know. Like,
What if I just go like this?
why don't you just put it, fold one up, and kind of hang it in the background with Frida or something back there, and then it's always on camera.
You know, it took a long time for people to notice that Frida was upside down.
She is. Here, let me look right here. No, she's not.
If you stand on your head, she's fine. Exactly. So I'm supposed to fly myself to New Orleans to play for tips. Well, when I do the gig in New Orleans in May, April and May, it's not for tips. That's for sure. But I did have some candy last night. I love the sound of this wrapper. I think I can do an AMSR. That's what I'll do. This is Canadian candy. Was Canadian candy. Rob Morocco and Carol sent the t-shirts last night, and they sent them with a dozen candy bars from Canada.
And you've eaten them.
Well, Grace and I ate, we had to have one last night,
So there's 11 left.
at least.
Oh, no. Wait a minute, Lise. You said he sent a dozen.
I didn't count them,
Oh,
but it seems like there's a dozen. Oh my, hold on. How are the coffee pots working out for you? Everything okay?
everything's fine. Peachy keen.
Teacher Keen, everything's great.
Mm. Be true.
What's Lisa been up to?
What has Lisa been up to? Lisa has been, her doing my book, so it's tax, time and doing some of that stuff.
Oh, she does your books?
Yeah.
Wow, could you do mine?
So this 1099 times the vendors and that kind of thing at the end of January. And then we got the dogs, we got both dogs this weekend.
Cool, Wes.
And they're still asleep. Or at least she's keeping them because they'll come in here and start. We wouldn't be able to.
Terrorizing.
Yeah. And let's see. So what else has been going on?
Yes.
We watched the end of, got caught up on Ted Lasso.
Have not started.
And we watched, do you watch Righteous Gemstones?
No, what's that?
Oh, you haven't watched Righteous Gemstones?
No, you turned me on to Succession. Wait. Righteous Jump, where is it?
Because Righteous Gemstones, in one sense, is like the cousin to Succession. It's also about a dysfunctional family. It's a parody of the mega churches with this ultra wealthy mega church that is run by the patriarch, who's John Goodman, a very slimmed down John Goodman.
Okay, I saw a video of it then.
With and you think the friggin' Succession kids are misogynists? You ought to wait and see these three. And it is just, it's a parody. It is outrageous. And it's so well. Danny McBride, who did what was the other one he did? What a wit he has. It's mostly his creation. And he's one of the kids.
Where is this?
HBO. It's HBO.
Okay, Gemstones?
Righteous Gemstones. Start from the beginning. It is absolutely outrageous.
Write that down, Mama Grace, so we can binge.
It is. But boy, I'll tell you what.
Is it binge worthy?
Mm-hmm. It's only in season 2, and what are they? Only four episodes into season 2. So, but it is.
So now we know what we're doing today, Mom.
It is outrageous. I mean,
I'm gonna watch 12 shows.
It pokes at every stereotype, not and otherwise, of what the mega churches stand for, and just the.
Have you seen the Tammy Faye movie?
No.
Really good.
What's it called?
Something Tammy Faye. I'll tell you. It's a really good movie. The woman was great. It's called The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Okay.
It's a good movie. We stumbled upon it.
And then somebody told me the other night.
Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, it is so funny.
You know, we started a Monday night movie club here on 1111 with Jenna.
Liz McKenzie says to say hi to you.
Hi, Liz. Tell her that I'm sorry I did not respond back, but I owe her a message.
She says she'll try to get on. She couldn't get on it first, so she may be joining us by now. So what was I supposed to look at? Okay, so another show that somebody told me about was called
Righteous Gemstones.
It was called Red Oaks. Anybody heard of Red Oaks?
Oh, I love Red Oaks. I love Red Oaks.
About a Jewish kid in the 80s working at a country club for the summer, somewhat sophomore.
It's fantastic.
A little raunchy, but some funny scenes. Parents are hysterical. Is that accurate?
Oh, I love it's great. Red Oaks is five dogs, 5 paws. Oh, I love Red Oaks. I also like, have you seen Catastrophe?
No.
Catastrophe and Red Oaks are 2 of my favorites. And Rob, Grace and I watched it. We are now watching Kristen Bell's The Women Across the Street. Have you heard about that?
What's it called?
The Woman Across the, it's longer than that. The Women Across the Street, across the something. Kristen Bell is, it's a little bit of a parody on a murderer whodunit kind of thing. Like you're watching going, what?
Huh?
Red Oaks is on Amazon, I think.
Right.
Oh, I love Red Oaks. It's just so good. It makes me want to just lip up. Right.
Woman across the street from the girl in the window.
Yeah. A woman across the woman. You'll be watching going, oh, this is ridiculous. But
is that a movie or is it a series?
It's a series, but it's 8. It's an 8. I think there's a second season because it ends sort of like, what? Yeah, Red Oaks. I watched that in
WATSFT-GITW.
Oh, the woman across what is it? The woman across the street in the window?
The girl in the window.
And I love her house. I want my house to be the same blue, and it's just great.
Well, it is a parody. The Kristen Bell Project is a parody of movies, books like The Girl on the Train and The Woman in the Window, which starred Emily Blunt and Amy Adams, respectively. It's probably the most direct parody of The Woman in the Window. Incidentally,
I didn't really care for that movie, and I love Amy Adams, The Woman in the Window.
This article on Forbes, he's not thrilled with the series, says it should have been a movie.
It's super nothing.
Okay.
It's fluff. Have you seen Tick, Tick, Boom?
No.
Okay, that's our Monday night movie club pick. Tick, Tick, Boom.
What is it? Okay.
And you'll appreciate it. It's about, well, you'll see. It's great. Tick, Tick, Boom, and My Octopus Teacher.
It's a musical by Jonathan Larson.
Well, it's the movie about his musicals.
He's the one who did Rent. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So when you're in it, it's like you're in New York in 1990. It's fabulous.
These would probably like it. Oh, it was made 20 years ago. Okay.
It's a great movie.
Okay.
Yeah, the Kristen Bell thing is really funny. And she drinks wine. She's got this wine glass. It's probably this. So when she'll take a bottle and just dunk, 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 and then tosses the cork into her bowl of corks. But the women in the window with the other one who I like, who was in, what did we watch the other day? Oh, have you seen Hillbilly Elegy?
No, nor would I.
Hillbilly Elegy. It's on. Where's Hillbilly Elegy? Is that on HBO?
I wouldn't watch it anyway. There's no way, that asshole.
You would like it. Hillbilly Elegy is a great movie.
He's a con. He's a fraud.
Who is?
J.D. Vance.
The one that wrote the book?
Yeah, you're not following. He's running for senator in.
No.
He's a nut.
Do tell. Hi, Laura.
Just Google JD Vance. He's trying to make Trump look like a liberal. I mean, he's just gone completely batshit crazy.
The guy that the story's about?
He wrote it. Who's this? You know, supposedly this transcendent, not transcendent, but this visionary. That he's a fraud.
Really?
Just Google when you're done. But I mean, the shit that he says now.
Well, it won't be on my list.
Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, aren't they great? They go with Laura. You must have an 11/11 with Jenna T-shirt that goes with the earrings. Have you seen My Octopus Teacher?
No, but I hear that's good.
Jeffrey, what are you doing? Living life or something? You're not watching all these movies. What are you doing today? What's the rest of your day?
I gotta do some work, and then I don't know, some work and something with the dogs, and watch the Warriors. They're on early tonight here. National TV game.
Yeah, it's on at 5, I think, right?
5:30 here. Yeah. Against the Kevin Durant-less Nets, who will still be formidable though, because Kyrie, Irving only can play. He won't get back. He plays in road games, but he can't play in home games. So they're better when he plays, of course.
Oh yeah, much better. The Octopus Teacher, she cried for hours. I wanted to invite all octopus to live in my house after that. I'm like, dude, come on in. What do you need? Do you need a sandwich? A shell? It's all yours. It's a brilliant movie.
I hear.
Those are our two, and then we had a documentary. Laura, the documentary that we had for this week, and now I can't remember the name of it, but you turned me on to it when you came back from Sundance, the Teflon movie. Not Teflon Town, that's another movie, but the devil ate sandwiches. Give the octopus 8 sandwiches here. Or a submarine and you could cut it up. What's the other movie? The devil? Anyway, it's about Teflon and how it's destroyed, how like if, I'm sorry, when your daughter has a kid, there will be Teflon in her baby already. It's a P8.
My mother was always way ahead of the curve. She would never have that kind of stuff. Even way back when it first came out, her research said that kind of stuff was not good. So we never had stick-free cookware. In fact, we have one now, but I think it's safe. We just have
ceramic, maybe.
I think it is, yeah. Just a small one for eggs, mostly because that's just the way it's easier. But most 95+% of the time, I use nonstick. I use non-nonstick. I use shit that sticks.
Are you a what do you call it? Cast iron?
Yeah, that, and then what's all-clad? We have some all-clad that we've had for 40 years, So it's between the two of them.
Did you guys have a big wedding?
No. How big was our wedding? 100? Had to be at least 100, I think.
How many people, like the best man and all that? Was your brother your best man?
He was. We just had 2, one and another one. Yeah.
Oh, Laura heard the octopus teacher guy was microdosing mushrooms while he was doing his trip. I don't know anything about microdosing mushrooms. Do you, Jeff?
No. I'd like to learn more, but I don't know much.
I've only done massive amounts. I haven't done microdosing.
We watched a good live show last night. It was on fans.live.
Who?
From the Capitol Theater. David Bromberg and his big band. And he had guests. he had guests, including Steve Earle, Larry Williams, and Larry Campbell and Teresa Williams, and
That's
one,
Jazz Fest right there.
and the one who blew the roof off the place was Betty Levette. Obviously Betty Levette.
Eddie, forget about it. Forget about it.
She's so great.
She's just, you bow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I like Rumble, and so it was cool. It was very good. Well, the Capitol Theater stuff is always good, but this was.
And what is that? It's on live what?
They have fans live. You bought a ticket, $20. Good for 2 days, and so.
Do you have a really big TV?
We put it on the big screen last night. We have, yes.
Do you have a theater room?
No. But we have surround sound. So, except I have to fix the surround sound because I have to get to when I have some time, because when I cast it off of my computer onto our guys wired our house with 2 zones, zone 1 and zone 2. And for some reason, he's given me the fix. I just haven't got around doing it. When I cast off of my TV off my computer to the TV, the sound's only coming out of zone 1. And I can't get it yet into zone 2, which is so it's to be able to have it throughout the house.
That's a huge problem to have.
It's a first world problem. I just gotta make it fix.
I'm sitting here going.
But here's
Here, I'm going to watch my movie on my phone. That's like when I cast it off.
It's for music and stuff, and so I can't. But zone 2 is also outside, so when it gets nice in the summer, I got to be have the music outside. So it's anyway. We watched the. It's just a fix.
I'm sorry. What if I do it in slow motion? I'll do it slow.
Or you could just keep it up and just not take it down.
I could just sit here and talk like this.
The whole time. That's it. Just do it that way.
Well, wait. I could go like this. I go. Like I'm talking. Does that look like I'm talking, kind of?
No.
Well, do you have a question for Gary tonight? Besides why they canceled?
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't microdose. I said I've only just taken large quantities of mushrooms. Dude, what is it? When they say microdosing mushrooms, does that mean it's like this much? What does that even do?
There's an article. I think it's kind of a parody. Let's see. It came out this week.
It's not like I do mushrooms.
There's an article. I'm not gonna go find it.
But I don't know if we were microdosing in the 80s and 90s, Rich?
There's an article called On the Hard Times, whatever the hardtimes.com is. We tried we tried microdosing LSD, but it turns out 1/4 cup is actually quite a lot. Apparently, it's from last year. It's from last summer. In any event.
You weren't? You were going to shows and you didn't even have the sip of mushroom. My friend Jeremy used to make mushroom tea for all of us at the show. There, I said it.
Ooh.
And we used to walk to the show. Like in Berkeley, when Greek theater happened, you walked to the show. Michael and I used to shop together. Michael Pollan and I used to farmers market together. He was probably microdosing then, although I think he came to it quite late. I don't know how I would do if I did that now.
Why don't you
I should do it on the show sometime, right?
So I think it was St. Patrick's Day back in the day when, did you ever listen to Mark and Brian? Remember Mark and Brian?
Yeah.
Every St. Patrick's Day, they would get drunk on air. Some for fun, but also as they would drink, they would say how much they're drinking, I guess also to just kind of show people how bad, whatever the effect of alcohol or, as you're going along the way.
Oh, I understand the difference in the effects.
No, I'm saying they did this on the show, so they would, besides having fun, they would do it to
be on the show. Yeah, God, I wish my brother were alive today.
So that is right. So yeah, so you should microdose on the show.
Okay.
So educate everybody on what's involved.
Bye.
We could pretty much, we would get a lot of people to watch that. Jenna, this coming whatever, microdoses on air.
Well, no, what I could do is Rich, well, I won't say, I'm not going to say who it is, but I have people that are like, I have MDMA friends that, were doing it 30 years ago that are leaders and people that create it. And I could have them behind a screen with their voice, rah, 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 rah. And we could all just, if we could be a Zoom and we could all microdose together. What do you think, Carol?
That might be a way to increase viewership.
Could be. I've got to figure that out. I mean, there are 5 people here right now. There's going to be 4 soon because Laura had to go take her allergy meds and her mushrooms.
Good. And I need to go take care of the dogs.
And I need to go make my smoothie. It snowed here, but this much.
It didn't snow here. Yesterday was warm. Today it's going to be cooler. Yesterday was nice. Ooh.
Nice one, McCormick. So there's just in my hometown, there's a music store, Bagatini's. He's had it for 57 years. He retired on Friday.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the building is available, and I want to make it a Jenna's Jazz and Juice joint and a jazz museum.
There you go.
And build a condo on top of it, run it for a couple of years, and then it snowed in Jerusalem.
Layla is whining, so it's time that I go.
Layla, got to go feed Layla.
Layla
Give her some treats, Layla.
Layla bit me for the first time.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's a line.
We'll take that
Layla
up.
bit me.
We'll take that up next week.
Layla bit you? Okay, this is like, what do you call it? Like this is the cliffhanger till next week.
Yeah, cliffhanger till next week.
Put some crunchy in that smoothie. The crunchy is gone, girl. Bye, Jeff Metzger.
Let go.
Thank you.
Okay, ciao.
You're saying put some crunchy in my smoothie? I love this. Hey, Nicholas, if you're still here, we need to talk. All right, kids. Tonight, Gary Lambert. Tomorrow morning, AJ Martinez. Tomorrow night, Poetry Glam. Monday morning, Movement and Meandering. Monday night, Movie Club. If you haven't watched your movies yet, and come with a rom-com. It's all about the rom-com. Do they have snowplows in Jerusalem? All right. Does anybody have a letter for me? Put some crunchy in my smoothie. Forget about it. I'm waiting for a letter. Are those new glasses? No, but these are new t-shirts. Laura, you'll look so great in this t-shirt. That's not a letter, but I'll just sing for you. The letter will be L, and it's all for you. The letter L, oh my goodness, I like the way she laughs. I like the way she sings. I like the way this dog sits up here. It brings me such joy and things. Oh, everybody have a beautiful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. And everybody, come on back for Gary Lambert tonight. Come on back tonight. Come on back for Gary Lambert. We will talk about something we never know, but it's something, and you know we always know. So stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. And everybody else, come back once or twice. Share the show, buy a t-shirt. Oh my goodness, I gotta go. So from your thoughts, make them live. From your words, full of lies. And from your heart, always be so full of love, just like you are. Love hard, everybody. Real hard. See you in a minute, Mama Grace.